Hello, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, girls and ghouls. I don't know. I'm out of witty things to say. So today I'm going to talk about Michigan City Kia and Kia corporate. I'm going to give you the really quick version, and then I'm going to tell you all that what happened. So the really quick version is Kia, Michigan City, at least Michigan City Kia is kind of a mixed bag. The service department kind of slow. They're really backed up on motors. They are kind of iffy on calling me back, and they initially told me there was nothing wrong with the car, and then they suddenly told me the car needed a new engine. So it's a very mixed review. So far, mostly negative. Kia corporate. The 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty that is touted all over TV is apparently only for the first owner. Once that car changes hands to the second owner, suddenly it is a 60,000-mile 5-year warranty. Now, given this information, Kia could have said, sorry about your luck, we're not going to cover anything. But that's not what happened. Kia is actually covering the parts on a major repair, and they're going to do warranty, repair cost, and time. So it's actually going to reduce the labor cost significantly. So overall, positive, not perfect, but positive. So let me tell you exactly what happened. So my wife has a 2018 Kia Soul Plus. Yeah. This car, it's the alien green. It's the one that she wanted. It had 30,000 miles on it. She's put another 30,000. It's at 63,000 miles. She's driving it. She's like, the car feels weird. I was like, okay, let me check it out. I checked the oil. It's got oil. Looks okay. Everything looks all right. Start it up. No issues. Back it out of the driveway, take it around the corner. I make it maybe 6-7 blocks, and the oil light comes on, starts making these odd noises, and the car dies. I wheel it into the gas station. If you guys are familiar with the area, it's at the corner of Cool Spring and Johnson Road. That little gas station right there. I wheel it in there. It died. I shut it off. I get out. I'm like, wow, that sucks. Pop the hood, check the oil. The oil is thick, dark, like really dark. And where the dipstick comes out, it's got like smoke coming out. I mean, like pouring black smoke, but it's got like this gray, smoke that's coming out of it. All right. So, this is not good. I use my roadside assistance to call a tow truck through my insurance company, get them to take it to the Kia dealership because 100,000-mile warranty. It gets taken to the dealership. I believe it was a Saturday. So the shop was closed, but sales was there, right? So I was able to get it onto the lot, told the salesman, name, address, here's the keys, blah, 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 blah. So the shop did not call me. I called them. Here's what's going on. I gave them an exact list of everything that happened. And I was like, 100,000-mile warranty on this car, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. No problem. And they're like, well, if it's not warranty, then, it'll be $140 to diagnose it, plus all this stuff. I'm like, but it should be warranty because we always did all the services. We got the oil change. We did everything we were supposed to do. We didn't do any aftermarket stuff to it. We didn't, put a speed chip on it or nothing that should void the warranty. Oh, yeah, you should be fine then. Okay. So they call us back. They're like, well, we can't get to it today. It'll be like tomorrow or the next day or whatever. A few days later, they call us and they're like, we checked the car out. It seems to be okay. We're not getting any issues. The guy said the oil does seem to be dark, but that's it. I'm like, well, the oil was fine when I first checked it. And then when I drove it and it died, that's when it was dark. So she's like, well, we we can't tell anything. It doesn't seem to be messed up. We can give it an oil change and see if that, does anything. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and change the oil in it and see what you guys can come up with. So they do that. They change the oil. They call us back. They're like, yeah, everything seems to be okay. We're going to warm it up and then drive it around and see if anything happens. Okay. All right. I said, here's what I'm telling you is I know what happened when I drove it, and I'm not comfortable with my wife driving it. Take a look. Okay. So they call us back and they're like, okay, so we changed the oil, we warmed it up, we took it around, and the oil light came on. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, well, at least there's that. It's doing for you what it did for me. They're like, so we pulled it in and we checked it, and I think she said something about some kind of sensor or something. We went to check that, and there are metal shavings in the oil. I'm like, okay, so what are we looking at as far as repairs? She goes, well, there's no way to fix it. What? The car needs a new engine. Okay, it needs a new engine. All right. Okay. It's under warranty though, right? Well, are you the original owner of the car, or did you buy it? Are you the second owner? I'm like, we're the second owner. We bought it. It had 30,000 miles. All right. Doesn't matter though, right? 100,000. Well, Kia's warranty is for the second owner is only 60,000 miles. Okay, and the car has what, 63,000 miles, right? Isn't that convenient? All right. So I'm sorry that it's out of warranty. Uh-huh. All right. So she gives me the number to Kia corporate right now. Let me just say, as far as the Michigan City Kia, which, just so you know, again, the place that we're talking about, I'm going to give you their website right there, Michigan City Kia. On the sign, it says Michigan City Hyundai, but Kia, Hyundai are both the same. They're owned by the same company. So make sure you understand Michigan City Kia. I called them, talked to Nikki in the sales department, or excuse me, the service department. Nikki's very nice. I do want to say that she's done a pretty good job of keeping us informed for the most part. But they are backed up and they're kind of slow. Now, she says, well, I'm going to give you Kia corporate so you can talk to them, Kia's customer service or customer relations or something like that. Got the number, called. Spoke to a lady there, and I explained the entire situation to her. And she said, okay. Unfortunately, the Kia warranty for second owner is only 60,000 miles, 5 years, 60,000 miles. If you were the original owner, then yes, 100,000 miles. I'm like, gee, great. She goes, but let me run this up the chain. Let me talk to our regional sales guy or service or whatever, regional person. Okay. She said, I've seen them cover it. I've seen them 50-50 it, and I've seen them deny it. So let me talk to him. Where do you get your vehicle serviced at? I told her. Where did you buy it from? Or excuse me, initially she's like, where'd you get it serviced from? How long have you had it? When did you buy it? How many miles does it have on it? They have it now. Yes, they have it. Let me call them and talk to them, blah, blah, blah. So days and days go by. It was probably 4 or 5 days before we heard back from her. She calls me and she tells me, okay, where did you buy the vehicle? So I explained where I bought the vehicle from, David Taylor. She goes, okay, that was all we needed to know. I'm going to talk to them and we'll let you know. So they finally call me back, and Kia corporate says they have decided that they're going to cover all the parts. They're going to pay for the parts. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So they're going to pay for the engine. They're going to give me a new engine. All you have to do is pay for parts, or excuse me, labor, right? They'll pay for the parts, you pay for labor, but the labor will be charged at a reduced rate. It'll be warranty rate and warranty time, which means less time, less money, less hours, right? My nose is itching really bad. Which one of you out there is thinking about kissing me? Just kidding. So I'm like, okay, so what what am I looking at as far as cost? She goes, that's something you'll have to talk to the dealership about. I was like, all right. But they're going to cover the cost of the engine and the components, and I just need to pay for the labor. Yes. Okay. So I called Nikki back at Michigan City Kia, and she's like, okay, so they called us, and yes, they're going to pay for the engine. We estimate labor will be about $1,300. Okay, but much, much better. By the way, the initial quote for a new engine was like $4,800 plus labor, so probably close to, $7,000, ish for a new motor. So compared to $7,000, $1,300 was definitely much, much better. Now, she goes, that's the good news. I'm like, oh, that's the good news. She's like, yeah, we are backed up on engines. We're probably looking at about 6 weeks. I'm like, oh man, okay. She goes, and I don't know whether it's going to be a new crate engine, like the whole engine, or if they want us to pull parts off the old engine and put it on the new one. What? Okay. And I said, well, okay. Well, it's going to be a brand new engine, though, so it's going to have a warranty, right? I don't know. Whoa. Hold on. What do you mean you don't know? Well, I don't know if it'll have a warranty, blah, 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 blah. Now, this was the last thing that I heard from her. She's like, I'll check into that. I'll see how long for sure it's going to be and which engine we're getting and how we're going to do it, what kind of warranty we're looking at, etc. That was the last thing I heard. So the story is not complete. I kind of like to wait until the story is complete before I do a review. But I want to tell you, if you buy a brand new Kia, I can't fault you, because Kia corporate, they could have told me, sorry about your luck, because technically it is out of warranty. Although overall, I'd say Kia corporate positive, right? I'd say, yeah, it was a positive experience. I'm not thrilled because it's money that I'm gonna have to shell out that I personally don't think. I think they should still cover the whole thing, but it's better than what could have happened, right? They could have told me, no, we're not going to cover anything. So the place itself, Michigan City Kia, so far, I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see what happens when they call me back, and I will leave an update on this video to let you guys know. A lot of whether or not I can ultimately recommend this place is going to come up with their response, what kind of warranty there is, how much it's ultimately going to cost me, and how long this is going to take. So that's kind of where we're at. I won't tell you not to go there, because I think overall could be worse. But I will say, make sure you understand your warranty before you need it. Make sure that you understand everything about it before you end up needing it. That's the key, and that's something that I wish I had done. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to do one more video tonight, but it's not going to be about a review. It's going to be my standard style. So thank you, everyone, for joining me, and I'll keep you updated. You have a safe evening.